All righty, everybody. Yes, I decided to put the headset on. I don't know, it just didn't sound natural having the speakers come at me during a live stream. I was like, what the heck is going
It
on
was
here?
sounding good, but I know the feeling.
Totally. All right. We got a couple people that stopped in to say hi. I saw Ritual Dello there. And let's see. Papa
What's going
Brad's
on,
Gaming. Good to
everybody?
see you guys. Ritual Dello, I think we stayed up way too late last night talking guitars and amps and everything else because pretty sure I crawled into bed at 2:30. My wife was like, WTF, dude. Like,
Nice.
I was just working on things. I fixed 3 amps. I did this. I was just busy.
Is that when you were talking about buying that thing or other conversations?
What that
The
grill?
Yeah.
Yeah, the grill. Let me let's bring
Like,
that up
I
here.
need to go to bed and I shouldn't buy this right now. Like, buy it right now.
I know you're a bastard. That's
I'm
okay.
going to bed though. No, buy it.
Rich Wadello actually bought the same amp I have, and he bought that or made a very similar custom grill. So let me pop that up here. And for those who don't know what the heck, yeah, I looked at the clock and it was like, damn, yeah, I hear you, bro. So yeah, last night we were talking guitars and amps, being Rich Wadello, and he had pointed me in the direction of this amp. I don't have it nearby. I showed it to you guys last time. That little portable amp that kicks butt, and they have a thing where you can make custom grills. I'm like, oh, I'll take a look at it. And him and I had some ideas, and this is the idea we came up with.
It was great. Looks awesome.
For $25, I may or may not have ordered that grill last night. Now, of course, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens when they go to print this and go. I think that might be copyrighted material. Is that a little R up there for registered trademark? I'm not sure.
No.
So we'll see. But
not at all. I don't see it.
That's gonna look pretty BA.
Yeah, it is.
It definitely will.
What up, Rebel?
So the one thing I didn't know, Rich Waddell, did you order the black or the white amp? Give us a heads up there in chat. And I don't want to get all you guys all totally bored on this, so I'm not going to. But yeah, so that was my 2:00 in the morning last night was doing stuff. I almost even bought the Jimi Hendrix Experience sounds for this thing, which
that'll be hilarious if he knocked on your door. I would die. You would die too, of course, seeing it there.
Yeah. But yeah, no, they've got I told you this whole thing is done through your iPad, your iPhone, your Android, and you can pick all the effects and stuff you want, and you can just choose the sound by there's 10,000 selections. You can just go ahead and say Def Leppard, pour some sugar on me. Sure enough, boom, and you download that, and it's dialed right in.
Nice.
But they literally have a whole slew of Jimi Hendrix type stuff that you can buy for this $25. Get almost all the key sounds, and yeah, it's a little more playing.
Couldn't pass that up, man. Couldn't pass up that grill. Or you buy it and you did, and I'm proud of you.
Yeah. Ritual Dell's like, I'm not sure Gene has toilet paper trademarked. I'm not sure we're gonna get away with this.
I believe that. Yeah. What was that show? That was absolutely hilarious show. That he was on.
Oh,
was it on MTV or something?
Yeah, I think he had one of those shows, kind of just like everybody else does.
Yeah, it was great. It was up there with the Osbournes. I loved his show.
It definitely was. So enough about me. Let's talk about you, Sean. What's been going on in your life? Because obviously I've been spending way too much time in Guitar World. So
what's been going on, man? But gaming as usual. I've been keeping up with the Xbox, playing High on Life. Hilarious game. Still didn't beat it yet. A lot to see. You can watch full movies in there. So I mean, you get stuck. You could watch an hour-long movie just sitting by the couch. Not even doing any exploring, nothing like that. Just watching a clip. And
was it Gene Simmons' Family Jewels?
Yes, it was.
That's what it was called.
Absolutely hilarious. I loved it. But yeah, High on Life, great game. Highly recommend it if you have Game Pass. Fortnite.
I have to ask, just give me the elevator pitch because you've talked about this game several times.
If you had
to describe it in
twisted
30 seconds to a total stranger, what would you say this game is about?
It's absolutely twisted adventure game. Bad language, bad everything. Imagine anything bad could be in a movie. It's in this game. Language, violence, you name it, it's in there. It's funny. A lot of different guns to choose from, and they all talk. Every gun is different, and they all talk to you in a different way. They talk to your enemies a different way. So there's always
Oh,
different.
the guns talk.
The guns talk, yes, and they'll talk to the enemies and everything. Yeah. So
I can
High on
totally.
Life, that just the name itself
Wow.
kind of explains how twisted the game could possibly be.
Okay. All
And
right.
yeah, I recommend it, not for kids at all. I'd rather them play Mortal Kombat, something
Mikey.
not so crazy. Like when you take Mortal Kombat to this, even though it's two completely different type of games, I'd rather someone play Mortal Kombat than High on Life. If you're a young kid, great time though, absolutely great.
Okay.
Fortnite was actually the only game I was playing on PlayStation, and they had a lot of problems. There was this awesome hammer that they brought in there that when you swing down, you're able to kind of like fly 4 times very far. And what happened was people were cheating. They found a glitch, and they had unlimited spins on their hammer, so they just kept flying across all the maps, destroying everybody. So they took it down for a while, and today I think it's fixed, but that just sucked. It sucked that it was put away. There was also like this called the Deku Smash. They took that away. It was causing issues. The auto huddle, um, auto hurdle. They took that away. Like there's so many things they're taking
That was
away.
the
It's like,
thing
oh,
where like
here,
you
welcome
just
others,
walk and you automatic or run,
and
you just automatically jump over
yep,
things. You don't have
automatically
to.
go over the
Okay.
fence, go over whatever, and they took that away. Everything's causing issues. So visually, Chapter 4, awesome, but yeah, a lot of issues. So they're fixing all that. Once I was done with Fortnite, I went to VR. I'm spending a lot of time in VR. Last week I talked about it, all the horror games I tried. I couldn't get
Yep.
through them. I tried Resident Evil 4, and let's just say I could so far I could handle this. I think it's just because it's not so realistic. There's a lot of unrealistic enemies. I kind of laugh at it. The sound effects are good, but yeah, there's a lot of things I kind of laugh at, and it's not really too scary for me right now. That might change. Maybe when I hit a boss, I'll be like, nope, I'm done. I'm taking this off. I can't handle that. But Resident Evil 4, I'd recommend everyone try. It's I think it's included in most of the Oculus 2s now too. I think it's included with your purchase. So
Really? Okay.
yeah, Resident Evil 4 is a great game.
I'll
Compound was the one. Oh, go ahead.
have to check mine to see if I've got that in my library or not.
I see it advertised a lot on the boxes of Oculus 2. So I'm guessing, I don't know if it's to buy or if it's included in a box, a digital code. Not sure, but yeah, look into that. The
Yeah, I'm gonna log into my account and see what software I've got installed.
What's up, Vader? Vader's coming by. Compound's the game I put in the Discord that I was like, look at this. I need to try this. This looks like an awesome game, pixelated game. It's a shooter, looks cool. And I enjoyed it, but I couldn't get the controls to work properly. Seeing it in videos, you're able to walk smoothly. When I was playing the game, I had to teleport, and I hate teleport motion. Like when you have to hold the thumbstick down and you
Mm-hmm.
get to choose where you're going to jump to. I don't like that. I like smooth motion. I don't like the snap. I just like to, look freely, the free roam, look left, look right, move forward, move backward, whatever. I don't like the snap. I don't like the tunnel vision. So I got to look more into the configuration of the game. But from what I've seen and what I've played, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I'm just trying to. It's tough right now for me to dodge the bullets from enemies just because of the motion that I have. If I had the smooth motion, I could easily dodge. But because it's teleport, it's just like it's keeping me in that one position to move to another spot, and I'm getting hit. So I got to look into that. But again, great game. Compound's really awesome to check out. Red Matter 2 I was playing. Visually stunning. Very awesome game. It's like set in space. Great shooter. I haven't shot any enemies right now, but just your controls itself is very well done. It's very well done with the controls of the Oculus 2. From what you could grapple, from what you could observe, everything. From throwing things, from pulling things towards you. It's well done. The puzzles are very tough. If you're not a puzzle guy, don't try this game, because a lot of them are just like search for this, and you're looking around everywhere. You have to like put things together and solve these puzzles to get into the next room. It's the only thing I don't like about it. It could be a little easier, but Red Matter 2, I'd still recommend you try it out, because visually it's beautiful. Layers of Fear 2, I've been playing. It's a horror game. I've played this on the PlayStation, and it wasn't scary at all. Like, things were just happening. Things were flying around. There were pictures coming off the wall. It was like nothing. It's like, wow, this is actually really cool. I'm enjoying this game. You put that in VR, you put yourself in that room. No, sorry, completely different experience. That little mouse you seen that was just like nothing to you on the TV. Yeah, when you're, and I love rats, mice, whatever, pets. If you have pets, those are cool. If you have pet rats, awesome. If I see a rat in a game that's just like all of a sudden scares and looks at you, like, nope, sorry, headset off. Freak me out. But Layers of Fear 2 is great. And the last one, which I shouldn't even have attempted to put a headset on, was Affected Manor. I knew what I was getting into. It's one of the scariest games out there. But I'll still try them. You tell me a horror game, I'll still try it. I won't say no. I will make the attempt. And I think I lasted a good 2 minutes in that game. So, yeah, it was scary, man. You're holding around a candle and you're just hearing all these things. You're hearing all these voices and seeing these shadows, and I couldn't handle it. Nope. See ya. Bye. But I'm still one of those guys who will try it again. Hey, Peter. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Q-Dubs. It's Q-Dubs now. What was it?
Because of his love for Qbert?
Qbert. I forget what it was. Was it Michael B? Someone said Qbert wrong, and Q-Dubs they call them. So welcome, cool. Q-Dubs.
So Q-Dubs, what are you modding right now that you're taking a break from? We will gladly entertain you.
Goofy Foot, you are right, man. Sarcasm at its finest. That is correct.
Yeah, the only gaming I've been doing, I'd say the last week, mostly been on the Steam Deck, mostly Vampire Survivors. I want to say I spent some time in one of the Lego games trying to help my poor wife. She was playing the Lego Hobbit game, and it doesn't autosave. So she literally had gotten almost to the end of Act 1 and quit. We thought it saved, and it didn't. So I had to just go ahead and just do a speed run to get her to the save point. And go, all right, now you've saved Act 1. You can go in later, but that game has especially for somebody who's brand new to playing Lego games and seeing the puzzles and stuff, it took her a while to get there. So I think what she did in maybe 45 minutes, I did in 5. But yeah, I'll give her credit. I watched her. That's why I did it in 5.
Sure. Nice.
But yeah, it totally. He's working on Ridge Racer. Cool.
Yeah, he's doing that, and I watched it, man. I seen clips of that, and wow, that looks absolutely awesome. Makes me want to get a Ridge Racer cab to do that. Like, really cool stuff.
So I think this Saturday night we'll see. We may have some impromptu arcade net happy hour lobby stuff going on. It's
nice.
We're not ready to start them up yet. It's close. But we were just talking the other day about squash. I think he actually showed me some real life squash volleys that were pretty incredible, reminiscent of some of our very long games we played in the past. But I think we're going to maybe do something this Saturday night. Don't know what time, but we're going to go ahead and get on the lobby on ArcadeNet and play some squash.
Nice.
Definitely want to go ahead and get back in the swing of things. So
awesome, man. Good stuff.
Looking forward to that. We see Vampire Survivors. Obviously, I've been chasing the unlocks is what I've been doing. So rather than just blindly going and playing, I've been going back through the few levels I've done because I apparently didn't go to get the coffins in some of the earlier levels. I just tried to survive. Another level came up, so I went. But as I'm looking through the unlocks, oh, crap, I didn't get the coffin over here, or I didn't do that. And then I'm seeing, some of these other ones where, all right, get this weapon to this level, or get this, last this long with this person in any game. So I'm kind of going at it a little bit more strategically, trying to unlock things. So that's been my time in Vampire Survivors, and I think Vader, for some reason, is playing Vampire Survivors the exact same times I do. Because every time I go into that game, it says, a friend of yours, Vader, is playing this game. I'm like, okay. That or Vader just has his Steam Deck wide open on Vampire Survivors all the time. But
that's probably what's happening.
He's probably doing the same thing I'm trying to do. I don't know what it says, Al. You have to translate it. It's kind of like
everyone take your phones out. It's probably something bad.
It's related to Legend of Zelda. I have no idea.
So you think
translate this and tell me what it says, guys. All right. That's funny. I've never thought I've had this shirt for a couple of years, and it says Kiss. Yeah, there we go.
Would that be cool? A Zelda Kiss shirt.
Oh, Vader's close. He says he has 5 more achievements. Not bad. Not bad. Nice. So no, I'm only like 60 achievements, maybe, or something like that. Nowhere near that. I got a ways to go.
Mike, I don't know how I feel about that, man. I seen that, and when I seen Stephanie McMahon back down, I'm like, oh boy, what's gonna happen now? Glad Triple H is still there, but who knows? You never know what's gonna happen. But see, just like this, who is it? Only reason Ritual Dello bought it was for the Ridge Racer mod, and it's an awesome mod. Now, just like that, how if someone buys one from a mod, I'm not all about the online play, but those tournaments I've been seeing about Killer Instinct 2 makes me want to get a Killer Instinct arcade one up just to play people. But is it worth it? I don't know. Just to be number one? I mean, is it worth it? I don't know.
Don't know. Let's see. Goofyfoot seems to think this might say Kung Pao Chicken. I don't know. Somebody translate it. Now I'm going to have to go ahead and take a snapshot of it, put it out there.
It probably is. It probably
weird
is.
Google
Zelda
Translate
Kung
search.
Pao chicken shirt.
I'm pretty sure you could just take the image and put it into the Google Translate.
Probably.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get to our main topic that we tease everybody with coming in here. By the way, let me go ahead and double check. I think I started a poll and I haven't looked. So we had 12 votes. And I said, did you follow CES this year? Apparently, our crew does that kind of thing. I've got 75% say yes,
nice.
25% say no, and that is a sample size of 12. Oh, all right. We'll see. I'm going to be honest with you guys.
We're not going to go to a different poll.
Yeah, I totally didn't catch everything this year, so this shows as much for me as it is for you guys. I'm hoping you guys are going to participate.
I mean, I seen some minor clips of other things that were out there, a car, a robot that follows you around the house. I'm cool with my Alexas and, my Echoes, all that stuff in the house, but I don't know about this is like a big bunny or something that follows you around the house.
Then there was a toilet that analyzes your pee. I didn't even catch what that was for.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
All you saw was headlines going toilet analyzes pee.
I mean, honestly, it's CES, so.
Let's see here. The futuristic toilet sensor reads your pee. Is that from Withings? Is that who it's from? Okay, that's weird because they're actually a pretty reputable company. They sell. I've got their blood pressure monitor. I've got one of their scales. So this thing analyzes your urine each day for whatever reason. Okay, weird.
Speaking of analyzing, I think Rich Odello got your shirt right.
Confucius say, men who go to sleep with itchy hiney wake up a smelly finger.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of those dad jokes. Totally. I get you. It's fine.
I agree. Robert Bowling, definitely.
He did. Very professional. It was almost like it wasn't Rexer sometimes. I was like, who is this bald guy on Rexer's show? Oh, wait, it's Rexer. Cool.
Well done. Yes, well done.
No, it was good. Let's see, I caught him. He was over at the My Arcade booth. Or is it a combination of Atari My Arcade booth?
Yep.
So let's go ahead and talk about that since we kind of segued in there. Hold on. I had a shirt with Japanese writing. I thought it was cool until it was made in Japan. Oh, shite. I'm going to have to check this out tonight. You guys are just somebody, if you do honestly look it up, tell us, I want a screenshot of the translation. But yeah, I'm very curious now. All right, so we were talking about let's see, Atari and My Arcade. So Retro Dodo, giving you credit here, Mr. Dodo. Anthony Wallace. He had a pretty good kind of summary of it with some nice pictures that I wanted to steal. So, we kind of got this right here. Which what was this one called? This is
That's the Game Station.
the Game Station Plus,
And
I
I
think.
want to say that lights up. I could be wrong. I want to say
I
like
do know
around
that
the
there's
stick.
LEDs around the sticks. Yes.
I want to say that lights up
Yeah,
because
those do.
whenever we walk around, yeah, that's awesome.
Yep. So let's see here. A couple of things that they showed off. The My Arcade Atari Micro Player totally gives
Interesting.
me the what is New Wave Toys kind of feel almost. I think I've seen their products before right around Christmas at the front of Kohl's. I may have seen some of their arcade
Check it out.
machines.
Well,
So supposedly all of these are based on arcade ROMs. So like you're seeing here.
ooh, see, it's little things like that. RGB lighting. It's
Yep.
little things like that that makes me want to pick it up.
Yeah, the paddle option was a miss. Totally thought so as well. The game station, I think they had an estimate on here. We'll get down to that in a second. So here we
Yeah,
got the Atari Micro Player. This one they're saying about $60 should come with 10 to 20 games.
that's cool.
I
I
mean,
think that's
and,
cool.
and these things are micro. I mean, these are definitely smaller than the stuff we were buying over at New Wave. So then we've also got their pocket player that looks a lot like a what do you call this? Amber
What is that?
Nicks.
Amber Next? Yep.
Yeah, the Amber Nick 300s or
Yep.
whatever they were called. So this is going to be, I think they said, a combination of the Atari 2600 games,
That was full.
7800s, and maybe arcade. But let me see what they say on this one. They don't know how many games it's going to come with. So that's kind of just out there. The one that had the most details was the Game Station Plus.
Yeah, I was all about that. I
Now,
seen that and I'm like, okay, I'm interested in that.
couple of things about this. Did you ever own the original Atari 2600?
Yes.
Okay, you probably still have one. That's right.
Yes.
See,
Yes, I do.
have you cleaned out the joysticks lately? Remember those little
No,
buttons used to get all
no, I
whacked?
have
Yeah.
not.
Those
Has not been played. I'm scared to look.
It was funny because the interior of those, the contact points for the joystick, nowadays I associate with bubble wrap. That's the exact way they were shaped and everything. It
Wow.
was the
Yeah.
weirdest kind of things. But so all right, so this is going to have up to 300 games we hear, or is it 200?
I believe that was
I think this was
200.
200 is what they said. I don't see it here on the list, but I believe I saw 200 in the interviews.
That will be 200 games. 2600 Atari 2600, Atari 7800, and arcade games. Sadly, no Jaguar. It would have been cool to have some Jaguar games. I do like my Jaguar. Would be cool to have had that included. There is no SD card included in this.
Nope.
I would expect that. I would expect no SD card in that, but I was at least hoping for Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi would have been cool, just if they wanted to add stuff, fix stuff. Wi-Fi, I think, would have been pretty nice on this. It's a plug-and-play console, so just plug it in and there you go. Enjoy. It's an 8-way joystick. That is the primary control. As far as what I've heard, it's not recommended. I guess you can plug in other controllers, but it's not recommended. Using these two controllers is the best way to enjoy the game station. Let's see what else. The pricing was $99.99. Now, I mean that's including what I say 200 games. So 200 games on that for $99.99. That's cool. I'm about it. It has the RGB lighting. Sounds cool. And this is coming out in June. June of this year, 30 days in advance before the release date is going to be pre-orders. So probably May. You're looking at May for pre-orders and a release date in June.
And to answer Goofy's question, yes, those are wireless controllers. They are 2.4 gigahertz is what they are.
I'm interested. And again,
yep.
we have these games on so many other things, but it's just, I don't know, man. I want I want this. I want things like this. So $100, 200 games, can't go wrong.
Okay, and now this is
As long as it
being,
works
I
well, right?
guess, built by My Arcade
Yes,
for, because
a
it's right there, My
collaboration with
Arcade,
My
Atari,
Arcade.
Game Station Plus. Okay, so looking at them as a company, let's jump over to here. Share this tab. So this is the My Arcade tab, and what you're looking at there is a couple other micros. I think this is the one that I saw in the store
I
that
seen
one
that in
day.
stores too. Yep.
Yeah,
So
that's definitely
I
been a
didn't
Kohl's.
know this was I didn't know this was My Arcade.
Neither did I. I honestly looked at it and I thought it was some, knockoff kind of thing, but 60 bucks and has let's see how many games on it. Hard to see. Doesn't have a
Good
game list.
question, Al. I'd probably just play everything once for like a minute. Scroll, play a little bit, exit. Scroll, play a little bit, exit, just to try them out.
Now here's something unique that you don't see all the time. It's in here in the fine print. You can go ahead and take two of these devices and link them up head to head like your old
Did
Game
not.
Boys.
Okay, didn't know that. That's cool.
Yep. Now,
That's
granted,
cool.
to do head-to-head Street Fighter 2 on a mini screen, how many is it? I'm trying to see here. They don't tell you how big that display is, but let's see. Packaging dimensions. Yeah, that no.
Hopefully it's bigger than the Casino Cade. So,
We'll see.
so
Yeah, so you'd be dropping $120 to go ahead and do this. Now, we didn't even hear anything like that on the Ataris, but then again, the Ataris, I don't know. Was there any two-player arcade games in Atari World? I think they were just you take turns. It wasn't.
well, what
You
was that?
know,
Tanks?
was that two-player at one time? Well, you're thinking that
I'm
the
thinking
whole
way.
console ones,
Yeah.
not in the arcade.
Oh no, nope. I'm
Yeah.
thinking old console ones.
And
Yeah.
Ritual Delo, this is more desk shit. Totally.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is true.
Rebel agrees. Yeah, coworker battles would be a thing, but then again, you each have to own this thing at 60 bucks each. And give you an idea, they do have a kind of a good list here. They got their mini players, they got their micro players, um, Data
See, I've
East,
never really
Pac-Man.
looked into it. Like I didn't even know they came out with like the All-Star Stadium. You see the Street Fighter 2 one everywhere. I
You
didn't even
do.
know that. I didn't think there was a Bubble Bobble. Didn't think there was a Space Invaders. I didn't see any of these. Not even the Miss Pac-Man down there. I didn't see that. Elevator Action. No, they actually look kind of cool. They do. I like the side art of it.
They do. Yeah, these are the micros. I think I've seen the micros before, even
Wait.
at
What was that? What was that in the middle? Oh, wow, Caveman Ninja. No way. Bad
oh,
Dudes, Karate Champ.
there's a
Yo,
page
that's
two. Now we have to. Okay, so just burger time there. So
Burger
those
Time.
are the
That's
micro
so cool.
players. What are their mini players? So, I mean, this company's got a big repertoire of games. Namco Museum, the Data East mini player. Namco, I think, said it came with like I don't know. It's a 10-inch mini player, 20 titles. So I mean, this company's been doing this for a
Vertical
while.
screen. Nice.
So I'm pretty sure the Atari stuff that they're going to come out with is going to be quality. I mean, to me, this looks, about as good as any, what we call desk shit, kind of things. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how those come out. And I think these are very akin to what we saw from the Atari line as well.
307 in one. All-Star Stadium Pocket 307 in one. Interesting. Oh, yeah, same as the Arena
That's
Pocket.
soccer. Yeah, soccer's my new big thing. I'm actually watching Premier League from Europe on TV lately.
Al, I would not be surprised. Anything, you never know. There could be. While you're at the casino playing that, who knows?
That was one of my favorite games to play with my dad. Bases Loaded.
So I think I played that one a lot. Wasn't that on
NES?
Yeah.
Is it NES or SNES?
I think it was definitely Nintendo.
Yeah, it was definitely Nintendo.
Oh, see, and that comes with hoops, includes bases loaded, 1, 2, 3, and 4, goal, racket attack, and hoops. That's cool.
Oh man, we are going off on a tangent. Okay.
We're getting interested. We're going to be buying these now. Watch.
All right, so we talked about that relationship, and those things look good. Now, I did see some other cool things going on at the CES. I didn't take the pictures up here, but I think there was like curved monitors that were just so wide it was scary, beyond like movie theater wide kind of stuff. Because you've got the different aspect ratios, 4:3, 16:9, and I forget what's the one for the cinema displays. 16:9. I think those are like, I don't know.
I'm not sure.
They're
I'm not sure.
they're a lot wider, but I saw a display from CES, and they're calling it a gaming display. It was one of the best on there. See, I think it was a Samsung monitor. Let's see what comes up if I hit 2023
Oh, I think I've seen
Samsung.
that.
Just see, say curved monitor, because that thing just looked so damn wicked. The Odyssey OLED. Oh yeah, here we go. Let me go ahead and share that screen really fast, because I'm not sure what game I would play on that. Look at that bad boy.
Ooh. I don't know, dude.
Super damn wide.
I mean, I'll be looking here, be moving my chair over here. Yeah.
32:9, super ultra wide. So
Nice.
16,
It's cool.
16:9 is your standard high def and your standard 4K. So this is like having two of them side by side.
Oof.
Yeah, it's two
Now,
1440p's side by side.
And what's the price?
Yeah, I don't think we want to even know that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You have to continue reading. You have to send them an email. Then they'll get back to you with a price. Probably like all that stuff.
8K monitor, 32:9. So it's a 7680 by 2160 display.
No joke, Rich Rodello. You definitely can, dude. These are definitely becoming like half pipe size.
Yeah, that is outrageous. I mean, would you have to have your video card considered
iRacing?
two monitors?
Driving sims, iRacing. I think that would. I mean, I think you would need more of a, over here, but
yeah, that's not a that's a very big radius.
It's a nice.
You'd want a smaller radius to kind of wrap around you to do the driving game, definitely.
Goofy's right. Backyard ramps. I always wanted one, man. I still do.
Yeah, I haven't skateboarded in quite a while. I think about a month ago, I was at my grandnephew's house, and then I went ahead and here's how you do it. I put one foot on that, took my other foot off the ground, and said, "Stop! You're too old for this shit." So yeah, definitely had to stop that.
Nah, never too old until you break your bones and you're blaming me.
So, all right, let me see here. You asked me a question there, and I'm going to say that to you.
Did.
I saw that. All right.
Interesting.
So, what else did you say you saw at CES that was interesting?
Of course, the 1-Up deluxe cabs and casino cades. Hey, I have hype for some of this stuff, so.
I mean, I'm a casino junkie. When I was on the cruise ship, I was I spent some time in the arcade, mostly doing the. I'm more of a fan of the poker games. You go ahead, get two chances to make a hand, like jacks are better kind of games, things like that. But I mean, I'm not sure if I would sit there and play a game in the casino, in an actual casino, if there was no chance of it spitting money out of me.
Okay. Yeah, I get that. But it's tough to even explain because, of course, I've been to a casino plenty of times. I'm not a big gambler. I don't spend a lot of money at the casino. I get mad when I even lose like $20. And the one thing I like, though, is the actual slot that it is, like whether it's Wizard of Oz, whether it's like a movie you enjoy. There's just something about the bonuses, the real spins that I found very entertaining. And there were times I came home and even just tried finding like a replica of one of the slot machines that I could just download on my machine and just play for fun. just to get the bonuses, just to have fun with the machine. And that's why the Casinocade interested me. I was just like, okay, I play this on mobile. There were plenty of apps that I had that I just play for fun. You know, I don't put my money in there. I just play for fun. They're just like the slot machines that are at the casino, except they don't give you money. And I enjoyed it, which is why the Casinocade, when I first seen these shown, it was like a what do you call it? A countercade. It wasn't like a full Wheel of Fortune machine. It was just like, you know, something you would hang on your wall, just like all the other countercades out there for a 1-up. And I like the full size. I like the deluxe. And, you know, we seen Elvis. There was a lot of other ones that were there. Those look cool too. And small screens, I really need to check this out first, but it might not be a problem. I'm not sure of the price. You know, Klarna came up on the website saying $149.99 as soon as the video was released. Even though it was a notify me, Klarna still said $149.99. So I was guessing $600. But from people talking about it, it said that it was going to be less than, I believe the price was supposed to be around $500. So I'm not sure why it's $600. Nothing to believe until it's official. This is all, you know, words getting spread around. Who knows what the actual price is? I believe, I honestly see it maybe being 600. I don't know. We have to wait and find out.
All
There you
right.
go. Rexer.
And
Rexer says 100 max for the casino.
yeah, I mean, you know, like I was saying, Rex, I don't know how long you've been here, but
Just a little more,
you know,
man. Just a little more.
to me, the casino, you know, the slot machine is after I've done everything else where I'm at, and I just want to sit down. I want to have somebody keep bringing those, you know, free drinks over my left shoulder, taking that, putting that down, probably smoking a cigarette, which I haven't done in 30 years, but damn it, that's what you do. And you're sitting there at a casino, just have a big, you know, a cigarette, just ash like that fucking long, you know, while you're just pulling the handle or being lazy and hitting the button. But to me, if there was no chance of that thing spitting out money, you know, I don't think well drinks would, you know, keep me occupied enough to be sitting in that chair.
Now,
So
what about, okay,
to
so
use space in my house for that, I'm not sure.
let's say screw the slots.
Okay.
There's four slot machines on the Casinocade. And I want to say now I don't know if it's total. I don't know if it's 16 games and 4 slots, or if it's 20 games and 4 slots. So if there's 24 total, but I know there's 4 slots and there's a bunch of other games on there. Would that interest you? I want to say maybe I heard wrong, but there's leaderboards on these games, on the other games, and I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
But again, 600 is high. I can understand that 600 is high, especially like, you know, you're hearing 500. I would be happy with 300. 300, I'd be more than happy with. So again, I really got to see if it's worth it for the 600. There has to be more gameplay, more everything coming out. We got to see.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, to me, I don't know. Entertainment purposes wise, if you know, let's say at Games came out with a gaming pack, you know, like they come out these packs of pinball tables and stuff, and they came out with a slot machine pack that I could go ahead and play on my devices. That to me would be more where I'd spend again, you know, software packs aren't that expensive. I think the most expensive software pack right now is what, 25, $30 from at games every time you see those on sale. So you want to sell me you know, 5, 10 different, you know, slot machine or video poker type things for $30.
Video poker would be cool.
I'd go ahead and buy that. I mean, video poker to me, and that's the ones I play the most when I'm at the casino, at the slot machines, is the video poker. So if you let me do that on my gaming device, again, though, I don't see it as a dedicated device in what most people have as limited wall space. You know, not many people have, you know, all the walls that you've got rocking as many devices as you do, or
Of
like
course.
Keon's, you know, basement.
Of
Keon
course.
must have like 20 machines in there. You know, for someone who's looking at, do I go ahead and get a multicade? Do I get a virtual pinball machine, or do I get one or two dedicated cabs? That to me just sounds like a lot of space. I can see that in like their, I hate to say this, but a really bougie, rich person, man cave, the kind where you see that they've got like three putting greens going down the middle of the thing, and they've got sports scores showing everywhere on the walls.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Yeah,
that's
I see
that's
that.
that's the kind of environment where I would see this, because that's like the pimp daddy room where you've got like 10, 15 people, showing up to hang out. And then, yeah, I could see that being something you'd want to have in a room like that. Yeah, but yeah, I just don't see it. I don't wish any malice on anybody. I wish them well, but I'm, I think it's tough enough trying to sell a
It's
dedicated
gonna hit us a
cabinet that has
very
only 10 games on it, than to put this in somebody's house. I really don't see how big that market is, and we'll see how it plays out.
You see, this is what's going to happen though. Then older people are going to find this casino, okay? They're going to bring it home, and then they're going to be like, this company also makes Pac-Man. I remember Pac-Man when I was a kid. So then these older people are going to also get their Pac-Man cabs and everything else. So hey, it's and shotgun. Don't you have a Mega Touch? Yeah, I do, and it's a lot of fun. So and a bigger screen than it's going to have in the casino cade. So a lot of games on there, and yes, a lot of fun. I highly recommend. You could probably find them cheap on like Marketplace, Facebook. So
Okay.
for
I think we
for the
touched
over
on last week that there was
business money. That's
the
true.
new controller from, I think, Dell slash Alienware. We spoke about that last week. There was another controller I heard about. This was by Sony. Let's see, Sony CES 2023 controller. This was for how do
That's
you
right.
want
Yep, I showed
to, for
you.
this for disabled
This
gamers.
looks really cool.
Let's see here. We find that that is the Leonardo. That's what it is. I remember putting that on my list of things to look into, was the Leonardo. And let's see if we got a couple of pictures I can steal here. Hell, there's even videos I can steal. That'd be
Steal them up.
mean.
Steal them up.
All right, let's throw this on there for those who hadn't seen it before. And I'll find another screen as well if I have to. This kind of is a breakdown of what the, let me see if I
Oh yeah,
say
that's right. I've seen that.
full screen. How does that work? I don't want to break things around here like I did last time.
Looks good.
So yeah, it
Looks
looks
good.
kind of modular, that you can go ahead and change what is in the different positions. Um, I think there was another one I'd found. Let me go ahead and search that again. Let's see. Sony Leonardo. Let me just do that, because there was The Verge probably had a better picture of it. Yeah, about the same, different ones. Okay, because that's where I'm at right now, is The Verge. You are silly, Scott. Okay, all right. So yeah, so they come out with that, which I think Xbox has had some special controllers out for a while now, haven't they? For folks who can't, hold a controller. Here's what I'm
Oh
going to show
yeah.
you guys. I mean, even for those who could only use their mouth to move things around, I've seen some controllers that
Rebel
they've
says
done
it
that are
right,
great.
man. Anything that makes gaming more accessible for those who need something like this is a win. Hey,
Totally.
definitely.
So yeah, you can kind of see the different pieces of this Leonardo thing here in action. Different kind of hand controller, or however else you would use that, available on these. And let's see, I don't know if there's voice or not involved, but it was, yeah. So they consider this similar to the Xbox adaptive controller. And to go ahead and get something like this for the PlayStation, I think is a total win for just
Oh yeah.
humanity. That's right, Rich O'Della. Yeah. Your son, I believe, is autistic, if I'm correct. So yeah, these kind of controllers, for those who don't have the dexterity or the hand-eye coordination of smaller controllers, things like this are just great so that other people can play games that normally couldn't with the devices that ship with these consoles. So kudos to them for announcing that and bringing that out to the masses.
Really cool, dude. That's really cool. I like that a lot.
Definitely. So that's about the rest of the stuff that I saw. Was there anything else? I mean, honestly, I didn't expect much gaming at all this CES because we haven't had one in 2 years. I think they canceled 2021 right before or something, and then 2022 was never happened. So I wasn't expecting much. I didn't think anybody was going to have any big booths or anything going on. But did anybody else show up that you haven't talked about yet?
Actually, they did.
3, 2, 1.
I almost felt like we had a takeover situation.
You like that, Al?
there.
I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm taking this over. Here's what.
That was totally loud as hell. I had to turn down my headset.
Oh, see, it sounded fine to mine. It sounded fine to mine. But yeah, I mean, let's go off of let's say the Infinity Game Board first. No interest. I have no interest in this. I seen a clip when they first revealed this, going into a suite. Then they had the Infinity Game table with the board on top of it, and it's a tablet, man. And if this board has the same response lag that the table has, then it's a definite not buy. I want to say it's $500. Just buy a tablet. I see no point in this at all. And people were first excited when they were getting these emails saying, "Oh, it's going to be an interface upgrade, for my table." Blah blah blah. Little did they realize, no, they're showing off a table. I don't know. I mean, they're showing off a board. I don't know if that's gonna, be updated to the table also, but I have no interest in this, man. I really, really don't. Especially if there's a response lag. I'm not looking at this. No, Al. No, dude, not for me.
All right.
I wasn't even interested in this table. I wasn't.
I was going to try to bring in the last poll into the screen here, but I'm not that talented yet. So we asked, does Casinocade interest you? We had 10 votes in the last 13 minutes.
I seen that.
And it's 90% no. So that means 9 out of 10 people said no.
Am I the only one that said, yeah, I'm the one that said yes. That's it. Oh, come on, people. It's fun. Let's
go ahead and ask
blackjack together or something. I don't know if we're able to do that. Probably not.
All right. So what do they call that thing? Infinity table? Is that what they call it?
That's the Infinity. That's the Infinity Game Board. So the Infinity Game table has been out for a while, but the Game Board is the one that's coming out now.
All right. So let's throw that out there.
Table is 600 is Sam's. Been cheap at $399. But again, man, I've been seeing seeing so many videos of this where the response is horrible, and that's what would ruin it for me. It would honestly ruin it for me. Would I like this table? Yes, but show some good response time. I'm for it.
I have played some of these, kind of games, on a 12-inch iPod or iPad,
and I guarantee you they play flawlessly. They probably move around great.
But I mean, There's something about playing games with the family, the tactile experience. Lately, we've been playing a lot of dominoes around here over the holidays when I had my mother-in-law here is Cuban and my wife's side of the family's Cuban, and a lot of them are here. So, after dinner or something, we would just go ahead and throw down the dominoes and start playing. And then the other day when I had them over, my grandnephew, he was kind of watching them. Like, come over here, and we started playing. Was it Rummy Cube? Very similar kind of tiles to dominoes, and but there was something about the interaction, the tactile, being able to go over to his side as I'm teaching him how to play this game and go, all right, here's what you want to do. Look at these, keep these this way and that way. I don't think I'd get that experience on a flat tablet. Not to mention, you are limited because games that you have to hide things like, Rummy
Yes.
Cube and things like that, or even dominoes. I can't see how you would honestly do that on something that's fully exposed. Now, shoots and ladders and things like that,
Oh
Candyland,
yeah. Yeah.
that
Cool.
would work, but I still do
You
think
have to
that
put your hand in front of it or something. I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know if you put your hands in front of the cards or whatever you do, but I don't know.
Let's see. We had a couple more
It's
things here. Fire
not for
tab.
me, man.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Yep. Rummy Cube all the time. I was playing one called Rummy-O. I don't know if it's the same. It looked the same. I think it was just somebody else's brand that doesn't have the trademark name to do that. So let's see here. The poll is running so far. Out of 6 votes so far, Infinity Game Board or table, I'm getting no's so far.
Good. Those are great. Good answers. They should be no's. I don't know, man. It's just not something for me. And I mean, if it doesn't interest people with the table, I don't think it's going to interest people with the board. I really don't. It's portable, yeah, but you have tablets for that.
Yeah,
you could get apps. You could probably do better with an app on that you would on the App Store to connect with your friend far away and have a better experience.
Yeah, I mean, I've played some games on the TV. I think I've got a Hasbro collection on my Switch. Monopoly, things like that. And when you can go ahead and get some cool animation and things like that going on, it does add something to it. To see the Monopoly table in 3D with a kind of flyover stuff. Yeah, there's something to that. But I just, really don't think it's for me. Let's see here. So we were asked, what is the games? Let's see. Show Monopoly, Scrabble, Candyland, Shoots and Ladders. A lot of the stuff I mentioned. Sorry, Trivial Pursuit, Yahtzee. Okay, those are all okay. Battleship, though. Battleship. How do you do that? I'm supposed to be hiding
immediately. How you have to? You can't even put. I don't know. I really have.
The rest
idea.
on there.
Again, it has to be like a connected way from you, far away, for you just to play it. But again, you can do that on a tablet. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Connect 4, Operation, Hungry Hippo, Simon. Yeah, all those are just you're not hiding anything kind of games. But I really can't see how
Hungry Hippos. I want to see gameplay of because I guarantee you, there's so much lag going on when you're trying to, gobble up the balls or whatever you're doing. It's just I don't know, dude. The response time I seen was horrible on the table, and if it's like that on the board, it's going to be disappointing to many people.
Yeah,
you're better off getting a tablet for a much more inexpensive price for a better response time.
Yeah, I mean, to me, this is something that.
Oh, Brooklyn Menace has it right. That's what you got to do. That's all you got to do. Cover your eyes. That's all. Trust. That's it. Heads up, 7-Up. Is Heads up 7-Up on that? That'd be cool.
And again, I wish no malice or bad will towards anybody. Somebody thought of this and invented it, and good for them for
It's
coming
our
up with
opinions,
something.
man. That's all. We're
But
just saying what we think. That's all. It might come out to be a great success. People might buy the hell out of it. Awesome. Great. If this interests you, more power to you. I'm not going to make fun of you. Enjoy the hell out of it. We're telling you how we feel. And I just think like this response time it will destroy it for me. It really will. Again, I don't know how it is on the board. I just know how it is on the table. And the table response time was just bad. I don't feel like dragging my finger around and not having something, connect to it and drag again. Oh, what happened? Blah, blah, blah. Just, no, not for me. Could be for other people, not for me.
all right, so I'm going to end that poll. It's run for 6 minutes. We have 9 votes. And
Are they all no?
it is
Are they all no?
100% no.
Yes. Great. We have awesome people here in the chat who made a great choice.
And I just want to shout out the folks who joined here a little later in the show. We got Brooklyn Menace, Mitchell B, and Herb Wars. Good to see you guys.
Not that much lag, Al. There's too much lag, man.
Yeah, I'm just not seeing that.
True, Goofy. That's true.
And I swore I saw the same old, game cabs in that video you showed from 1UP. What's going on with that?
Where do I begin?
I mean, because we had.
Where do I even begin?
We had a lot last year with so much. If bad press is better than no press at all, they got a lot of press last year. Whether it was over the NFL Blitz or delays in some games, and then we had now we're talking Pro versus Deluxe versus. I mean,
where are they going, man?
I'm confused. Going? Okay, because you guys know, and you'll see my game room tour here in the next couple of shows. I've got a couple of their products. They're actually the first product I had in my game room. That's where I first started. And there are a couple of fighting games that I really like that I've picked up. But to the point of Rexer, back when MK30 came out, OMG, how many times can we put this out?
Jeez, really, yes.
Are we going for the cell phone mentality where we're upgrading every 2 years or something?
Isn't that what it seems? I mean, of course, people are doing that with consoles, and that's whatever. But these are
okay. How long has the Switch been going? The Nintendo Switch has gone for how long? They've made iterations of it, like the OLED display, but it still plays the exact same games.
That's very true. Yes.
Okay. They had the what do you call the Switch? Is it Mini, or what was the other one? Switch Lite.
Switch Lite. Yep.
That doesn't have docking experience.
It's much lighter.
And nice. The handhelds.
I like it. I have one.
The controls don't come off. The Joy-Cons are fixed, so it's a total handheld experience. But again, even if you count all of that, that is a total of 3 devices that they've released. And I want to say it's been 6 years, 7 years the Switch has been going. This iteration.
For a long time, yes.
Okay. I don't know.
I know. Just like with many other people, man. And along with myself, I'm like, what is happening here? And it was expected. This was told. John D did say that there was not going to be any major announcements. I get that. But okay, what was shown, these deluxe cabs are honestly great for people who don't own them yet. If you don't own a Pac-Man cab yet, I say that looks pretty damn good. If the Galaga one looks pretty damn good. Mortal Kombat, great. But if you own these, if you see where it started from, like when I seen these deluxe cabinets come out, I'm like, okay, let me see how far this came. And I go downstairs and I'm like, I still have my Final Fight, one of the early cabs with the speaker still in the deck. Like, there's a lot of things you have to look at as how far they've came. So the first cabinet I bought was a 12-in-1 Atari. Now, I don't know if that was the first one that came out, but that was one of the first ones I bought. And I know Rampage came out around that time, and that's when, they had no risers. It was the speaker in the deck. There was no lit marquee. It was just, here's a cabinet with a couple games. I think it was like 3-4 games, and here you go, and buy your riser separately. All right, cool. We were satisfied with that. That was awesome. It's like,
you had to get your 12-in-1 riser separately.
The risers were sold separate. You could not. The risers did not come with the cabinet. Nope.
This had to be. I'm trying to think how many Christmases ago.
Unless the Atari 12-in-1 came with it, but
I think
all other cabinets though came. You had to buy them separately. They did not come with no custom riser.
Yeah, mine's not custom. It's the generic one-up riser is what mine came with back in the day. And again, this was what got me in because it was less than, I want to say, $200. I forget which department store it was. It wasn't Kohl's, but it was one of those other ones.
That's why I got mine at Kohl's.
No, this wasn't Kohl's. This was, I'm trying to think what's in that
Black Friday.
That we were in.
Actually, Black Friday.
See, we got ours, between Black Friday and Christmas. They bought it for me for a Christmas gift, and I want to say it was right when I moved into this house. I've been here for 4 years, so it's been 3 or 4 years when I got this, and it did come with the riser on mine. So, but again, it was generic.
It just had like, I forget, was just like the one-up logo on the bottom of it.
Yeah, that's the one-up logo on the bottom. That's it.
And so you had to buy those, and then I seen the progress when I bought my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cab. That's when it started with the dual speakers, and that's what spoiled me. I'm like, oh my god, these speakers sound incredible! Like, I need this. Didn't have a lit marquee. But they came out with the custom They came out with the risers for the cabinet. This is amazing. This is absolutely awesome. And then, since then, Marvel vs. Capcom. There was a lot that came out with the custom cabinets. I mean, with the custom risers. And then after that, lit marquees came out. So lit marquees were popular. The dual speakers, the custom risers, and then you were thinking to yourself, all right, what more do I need? I have it all. The speakers sound great. The lit marquee is here. Custom riser. What else is next? So then they do like the legacy sticker coin doors. All right, cool. Whatever. If you're going towards that, more games, a sticker on it, cool. Would be nice to have like a fake coin door. Awesome. But then that came out after that. So fake coin door. Custom riser, lit marquees, we have it all now, right? No, it's still not over. Why don't we add, what was it now? Now, why don't we add the deluxe cabs, tilted monitors, which it looks fantastic. The deluxe cabinets look fantastic, but how many more times do we need to upgrade? Is it worth it? If you have a Gen 1 cab, I say it's worth it then. But like for me, who has a Mortal Kombat Legacy cab, okay, I'm happy with the sound. It could be better, but I'm happy with the sound. I'm happy with the cabinet. I don't care about the riser. I'm happy with the side art. I'm happy with the lit marquee. I'm happy with all this. Do I need to buy this deluxe Mortal Kombat cab for the riserless, the riserless look? I think the height is what, maybe 3 inches bigger. It's not even like a pro. It's not really big.
I think when I looked at the stats on the Mortal Kombat 2, I guess, deluxe versus the Mortal Kombat 30th edition, it was just above 3 inches.
Not even like a crazy amount. And that's what people are going for. People are like, oh, deluxe cab, this is going to be huge. This is going to be big. This is going to be like the original. No. So you want to know something? Where do I see Arcade 1-Up going next with this? Again, deluxe cabs look great. They do. Again, it's all about your personal preference. Do you want to upgrade? Are there certain things about these cabs that make you want to upgrade? To me, it's not worth it. But guess what? Would I be surprised if a platinum edition or something comes out in a year or so with a bigger height, maybe a bigger monitor? I would not be surprised. And then guess what? People are going to be upset about that because then they're going to be putting money towards that. It's a bigger cabinet, looks more like the original. And these aren't even wider. I measured it. Remember, I think the riser was actually wider than the actual cabinet of these deluxe. So they're not wider. They're a tiny bit taller. I'm not sure about the screens. I know there's a lot of people talking about the screens. What are the screens going to be? I'm not sure how the monitors are going to be. But to me, it's not worth the upgrade. If you're new to One Up, hell yes, buy them. If you're new to One Up, buy them. It's I want to say a $500 price. I could be wrong. They could. We always see them go cheaper. So if you could wait, definitely pick them up for that price. But a riserless cabinet deluxe, I can't see myself upgrading, man. To me, it's just not. It's not worth it. It's not.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to find the game list here and I can't find it, but for good old $30, I picked up the Namco Arcade Blast for my ALU, and I love that. Now, it doesn't have leaderboards, it doesn't have any of this. It's all self-contained, but I can sit there and play the arcade versions of Galaga, Galaxian, Dig Dug,
Of
Pac-Man,
course.
Xevious, and a few other. It has 10 games, and that just plugs into the USB, I don't USB, the HDMI port on my ALU. I switch over, boom, I'm playing those games. If you could go ahead and give me dongles like that, let's say, or software packs, whatever. The cool thing about the dongle was when it first came out, you could just hook it to any TV, have a wireless controller,
That's it. Yeah.
and you're sitting there playing the games. But when it came to the ability for these to interact with the ALU and plug it in, and now I'm using my cool controls to go ahead and play Pac-Man, especially with a nice little 4-way gate. Hint, hint. Awesome. Just totally love that. And if you could do that for me at $30 a pop for 10 games, I'm in.
Yeah.
Honestly, in the multi-cade world, if you could go ahead and bring in those titles, again, the stuff you're seeing from our Arcade One Up, yes, they do have their looks. Is what you're really
Exactly
paying
what
for.
Papa Brad said. That's
But
what I give credit for One Up, but that's really about it. The
but
side
for
art looks great.
but for me, I would rather pay for the software to play that on my multicade. If you go ahead and sell me game packs or these dongles where I could go ahead and take it and put it in my ALU, or my kids can go play it upstairs on the TV if they wanted to, just that to me is where it's at. I would rather go ahead and spend money on the games than more cabs at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
You know,
Mitchell B, I think, said it right too. He says he plays his at games ALU just like me. I play my ALU a shit ton and
Mhm.
his IA arcade way more than his One Up. So yeah, you have more of a look at all this stuff you get to choose from between at games and IA arcade. You have a lot more to choose from. So I could agree with you there, Mitchell B. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Sorry, but yeah, I'm sorry.
No, that's cool. Now Joe Della is spot on. The Defender Partycade is about as close as you get to real life, without buying a Defender arcade. Love that game. Papa Brad with the Activation pack from Matt Games. That was a great start in getting more things out to us. So that is definitely something that I think
Mitchell
is.
Jello, no joke, man. It is game over. Once you get that, that's it. That's really all you need. Like that's what's making me. The ALU is making me way more picky with my one-up choices than I was ever before. If it wasn't for at games, I guarantee you, I would just keep buying these cabinets left and right. But because they came out with a cabinet that you have much more control over, and there's just so many more games to choose from, and honestly, dude, I got to give props to at games, and yeah, I agree with you there, Richard Della, big time.
Yeah, and guys, we are just speaking our opinions on these things. I've got only probably about
I have
a
so much
dozen
stuff.
arcade cabs. This guy over here has got more arcade cabs than most bars that I know, and again,
we speak the truth, man. We're not getting. There's nothing that's like stopping us from saying what we need to say. Like we say it how it is. And that's what I love about this. This is why I want to join this channel, because I say it how it is. I'm not getting sent anything. I'm not getting anything for this. Like I just want to speak my mind. I want to tell you guys what's up, what's good, what I enjoy, what we enjoy. That's why we're here, right? We're here to tell the people what's up
and to hear what you guys are saying. So let's
Yes.
see here. Burned Out with One Up, nothing hitting the nostalgia itch. They did a Golden Age line. I mean, there are so many titles out there, but it's the big names that just keep coming back, and that's because I love playing Pac-Man. I'm not gonna lie. I love playing Galaxian. I love playing. I think what is their class of '81 has Miz and Galaxian on it, the same cab, something like that. I love those big franchises, and those are the ones you saw all the time when you were in the real arcade. Unfortunately, people who are getting younger and younger in age don't have an idea what the real arcade used to look like, but
it's sad, dude.
these are the kind of things that you crave, and even though you could get other titles, newer titles, fresh console type titles, it's those old standbys, the top tens. If you were to go ahead and find a poll, the top 10 games in arcades, you're going to see the word Pac-Man. You're going to see the word Galaxians. You're going to see Space Invaders, and then of course you'll see some of the other ones like the Daphne games because they were really big. Dragon's Lair and stuff like that. Only because they literally paid the arcades to have them right there in the front door when you walked in. I mean, it's kind of like if you've heard that you pay for your shelf space in the store, so it's at the end cap and things like that. They literally paid to have that thing placed in the front of arcades, so you'd play it. So
look at this love, dude. I'm sorry I have to pause you here really quick. Thanks for the love, Rich Rodello. I'd pay admission in Shotgun's house. Papa Brad, dude, you're welcome here. You're all welcome here. Look at this, Mitchell B, dude. You're welcome here. You're all welcome here. If you're on the East, if you're by New York, if you're by Philly, stop on by, man. It's not that bad of a drive. You're all welcome here. It's an awesome time.
All right, Carl's got a question for me. Let's hit Mitchell B. Go ahead. He sold his ALU 1-1, missed it so much, or 1-0, and bought a 1-1. Did you get a 1-1 or did you get the 1-1? They almost call it the 1-2, the one that has more RAM built in, so you can go ahead and do your App Store X stuff built in. Let me know if you have the one that has internal storage.
I will never forget my trip to try to get one of these At Games products, man. Like when I went to my local Sam's Club, I was like, I need this ALU. This is awesome. This is like when we first found out what we could actually do with it. This is an amazing cabinet. I need this instead of spending so much money. So I called around. I hate driving, first of all. I really hate driving. I hate driving long distance. And they were like, oh, Sam's Club, 1 hour away. Fine, I'll do it. I wouldn't make this travel for anything, dude. I wouldn't do this for a show, no nothing. But I was like, I need this At Games product. I want this ALU so bad. I had so much fun at the Sam's Club store, and I needed that 1.0. And it was the last one in store, and I remember getting that. And still, like I tell you, almost every week, the At Games 1.0, the At Games Legends Ultimate is my most played. Out of all my cabinets, it is the most played. There's just so much you could do with it. It's a lot of fun. No joke, no BS. ALU, way to go.
All right, let's work our way down. See say how it is. Yep. We do know Shot's got an amazing arcade. Carl O, I'll hit it. Asks, is that a BitPixel HV above my pinball table? No, Carl. I actually own. There's one that's not even up yet. I own 2 regular BitPixels. That one used to be obviously my ALU.
Hey man, I'm sending you my address right now. Here's my address.
I had bought one at a really discounted price, and then they were selling it again, and I couldn't say no because I would get that one sooner. So I bought one that I would get sooner versus the other one that I would get later that cost me less. Don't ask how that all worked out, but so I ended up having two bit pixels. One right now you see displayed behind me that is actually attached to my ALP. So, and I've got a splitter on it so I can attach it to the computer underneath that ALP as well. So I could go ahead and use it for either or, but it's not the HV version because what you're seeing behind me there is the Buy Stuff Store back box. So the HV would be too small for that. So I literally just hang that on the wall behind because the bit pixels do have wall mounts, and boom, there you go. The second one I'm going to be mounting in the entryway to my arcade, where I'm going to go ahead and have an animated GIF with about 300 different marquees on it that just cycles through like I used to have. So that's what I got going on there. Let's see. You've been jumping through this. Rich Odell got the 1.2 build with the 16 gig.
If you want to, let me see what happened with this one. Who has bought Pac-Man multiple times before it's going to sell it for cheap to pay over for a refresh? Yeah.
Yep, totally.
I agree, man. I agree.
Yeah, he means without new titles on it. Yep, totally get it. Let's see here. So yeah, and speaking of that 1.2 cab, the 16 gigs, let me go ahead and go back up to here.
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
So there's been some confusion out there that I've seen, and even though the box says it comes with 16 gigs of RAM, believe it or not, the old ones came with 8 gigs. We just didn't really know it. We all assumed that all the games were sitting in ROM and things like that. But the original ALUs came with 8 gigs of space. That 8 gigs was tied up in the games themselves that came with a backup version of the firmware. Because I don't know if anybody's ever had to do this besides everybody, but you can factory reset your ALU and it'll go right back to the firmware that it used to have when you got it out of the box. And that's because that's being stored somewhere. Some people, know the inner workings of computers, NVRAM, ROMs,
I thought I was going to brick that thing.
Blah, blah, blah. But no, inside this 8 gigs of RAM, and I guess it's non-volatile RAM, the kind that doesn't erase itself with no power, is stored the original firmware, all the original, stuff. So the 8 gigs that originally came with only had about 300 or 400K or megs left or whatever to go ahead and just do a little bit of updates, not much. So what you're getting when you get the 16 gig version is 8 gigs usable to you. So I've seen that a lot in the Facebook, and I just wanted to go ahead and publicly kind of state it, because people said it says I had 16 gigs. It says there's 8 gigs free because 8's in use. Kind of like when you get a phone and you look at its memory use, there's already memory being used because it is. Something has to make it run. So, but I do love those versions because you don't have to go through the hassle of, getting an extra memory stick, tying up that USB slot. You got 8 gigs to play with to download your App Store X games. Love it to death.
What's stopping you, Papa Brad? What's stopping you?
Papa Brad,
I really find that really cool to play 3 different things on 3 different cabinets. I mean, a lot of choices to choose from, man. Like I said, I'm a big ALU fan, so
let me see here. So Papa Brad, super chats don't run this show because we're not big enough for super chats. I don't know what the threshold is on that. It probably is at the monetization threshold of 1,000 subs. So you may never see super chats on here. I hope someday I have the ability to do it, man. But if we do,
next week we'll probably have like 600 subscribers come by, man. You never know.
We will never go ahead and make that a buy your own billboard thing. No, super chats want to support us when we get to that point. That's great. But it's not going to be where you can just say anything you want. Now, if you want to go ahead and propose to your significant other via super chat, I'm going to make that full screen because that'd be cool. That'd be cool as shit if somebody goes ahead and proposes to Sean, on air. The super chat.
$100 super chat is welcome.
Oh, okay.
You are welcome for that. Yeah.
So it looks like
Where we at?
Feral
Where we at?
Inferno's
Where we at?
answering the question because I did put a poll out there. Let's see how that one's
Love
doing.
these chats. Keep them coming in, man. We love these chats. Keep
all
them
right, you
coming.
start going through there. I'm going to look at the poll.
Go
So
ahead, buddy. Go
6
for it.
minutes ago, I put this out. 15 of the 22 people who are in the chat right now answered. And I said, how many cabs do you own? I put the categories out there, just 1 to 2, 3 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 plus. Where do you think it landed? Don't look. Where do you think it landed, Sean?
Okay, I'm not. I didn't. I was trying to actually like expand it, and I couldn't. I could see people hitting 10.
Okay. 6 to 10 was the number one selection with 47% of our 15 votes going there. Then we had 20% in the 1 to 2 category, 20% in the 3 to 5, and 13% in the 11 plus.
See,
Now,
and I could agree with people all through those categories. And even if you have one cabinet, or 2 cabinets, let's say you have an II arcade and you have an At Games, that's all you need. You have multicade, like a multicade. You have so many games to choose from where your one-ups are just, 3, 4, maybe the 12 from the Legacy, but you're not getting that much. So it all depends. It all depends what you want. Same with me, though. I love the side art, which is why I keep buying the one-ups. That's the only reason, though, really. It's just like how it looks. I love the look of the one-ups. But at the same time...
Here is the next big invention. And I'm going to go ahead and patent this right now. So multicade, you've got the marquee that's been done before, right? But you have the whole side art.
That would be amazing.
Is a display.
Absolutely amazing.
And so as you go ahead and go to play Pac-Man,
has to be one of those LCD, like how the LCD marquee is.
Well, yeah, but it'd act like that.
It'd be like really nice.
It'd be that thin paper OLED display kind of stuff, just on the side there,
very
thin. And that way, you don't need to worry about what it's going to look like because it's going to look like any game you are freaking playing. That would be awesome. Just saying.
Hell yeah. That would be absolutely incredible. That'd be really damn cool.
Because to me, I loved when I got the Bit Pixel, and when I went to a game, it was displayed up there. My brother-in-law said that was the coolest shite ever. When I showed him the LCD, he was like, "Oh my gosh, that is the awesomest shite ever." And again, if I was to do a side display like that, ooh, I'm getting chills.
Look at Carl showing off. All I have is At Games, 2 ALUs, 2 ALPs, Gamer Pro, Gamer Mini, Legends Mini, running coin ops, 8K builds on all of them, waiting for the Legends Unchained. Man, you're set.
Now, see, it's funny. I said
you
cabs,
set,
but
Carl.
I didn't know if people were going to answer with the Gamer Pros and stuff because I do know that I broke the ceiling on how many devices you can physically have. I think I have 10 At Games devices total that I had live at any one time. I had the ALU Mini, the ALP Micro, 2 Core Maxes, 2 Gamer Pros, and 2 Gamer Mini cores.
So it's not broken yet.
All running simultaneously. So Saucy says, lockdown happened, more time to chase scores. Today, time is limited.
That's true.
And so arcade has been reduced. But let's see what's that. And is after this, I love my machines and play them much as I can.
Oh yeah, dude. Definitely,
you, brother.
That's what matters, right? Hell yeah.
Yeah, nice. Mitchell B got right into his ALU. Yeah, Rich Waddell, I hear you, brother. Luckily my time's opening up a little bit around here, so I'm going to get to play a little bit more.
Definitely.
Papa Brad, I've lately done a lot of factory resets here at my house, and I just do it with my eyes closed, not because I'm scared and praying, because I have not had any problems in the last, and I'm going to go ahead and say, let me see, there's 10 devices here, right? In the last 20 factory resets, I have not had a problem at all. Not sure what my great point is, but yes, I agree with you. It was a great point. Oh, let's see. Get me in.
Great comments coming in, guys.
Yep. Yep. This is what we're here for. Is
You
the
guys
group
keep it
here.
happening, man. We talk about what we're gonna, bring on to the show, but you guys are what makes it hapen. So that's why.
Oh, so Rich Odell was talking about the side art. Okay, that's what his saying was the great thing. Oh,
Oh, good.
yeah.
Go
Show more
ahead.
skin. I I think he's talking about the side art, guys. I'm not going to go ahead and no, that's
That's
not
what. Yeah.
happening.
That's
That's on my OnlyFans channel. Okay,
yeah. That's
all
on
right.
Twitch later. That's definitely on Twitch later. Which I want to bring up though. Go ahead while you go through these comments. Check out AGDQ. Awesome games done quick. It's
Oh
on
yeah.
Twitch happening right now. It's really cool. People are donating towards research for cancer. It's amazing. These speedrunners. This is happening 24 hours a day, 7 days for this week. It's going to end on Sunday, and you're going to see some amazing stuff happen. Like stuff that just blows your mind. Mario races. I seen the Hitman Blood Money, one of my favorite games, beaten in 30 minutes. So they show you how it's done. These guys all have Discords where if you want to really be a speedrunner, you go there, you join, you talk to them, they'll hook you up. It's free, it's on Twitch. If you donate, there's a lot of cool stuff you could win. Like there's seriously some really awesome stuff you could win. There's things from gaming companies that they just give to be like, hey, this guy donates $50, put this in for a drawing or do this. It's really cool. It happens. It's going to be happening this week till Sunday, and then probably in the winter time of this year, it's going to happen again. So it happens 2 weeks out of the year, and it's where I spend most of my time. Like I'll put the gaming aside. AG to Q is where it's at. Like when I'm working, that's what I watch. When I'm not working, that's what I watch. Like this is what's happening in my house all the time. It's that cool. There's so many talented people out there who just spend so much time speed running these games. I definitely recommend you guys check it out. If you don't like it, you have nothing to lose. It's on Twitch. It's free. So I highly recommend it though, man. Highly recommend it to all of you to watch it.
All right. Yeah, I've been going here to see what game I'm giving away today. Out of the bunch I've got, I got some ones that are just they're like 99-cent games, but I feel that's not
Hey
fair to
man,
you guys.
but there's games out there that have been such a high price and then it's like big discount 96%. You're like, what, are you kidding me? This game 96% off? That's insane. So a lot of games out there, man, that are great prices. Oh yeah, dude. Rebel, definitely, man. Awesome games done quick. Just go on Twitch, man, you'll find it.
See, now where did the A come in? Because I always heard it as GDC, games done quick.
It was AGDQ, which is all games done quick, and then they changed it to AGDQ, which is awesome games done quick. I never heard it as GDQ. Maybe in the past, maybe like a while ago, but Mitchell B, thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's fascinating to watch me. I appreciate that.
Yeah, awesome games.
But yeah, man, you
23.
definitely got to check it out. Just go on Twitch, put in AGDQ, it should pop up.
It's great because a lot of the stuff you see on there, I mean, these speed runs, they are taking advantage of stuff that was never meant to happen in the game. Going through glitches and things like that, jumping through walls. I think there was a what was the Mario Kart? What was it, Mario Kart? Or was it a Mario game where they literally jumped off into infinity? But if you do it at the right place, you end up in like 3 levels down or something.
Rainbow Road, yeah.
Yeah.
That I do that all the time. I make my friends mad. I know when to boost right when you start and when to jump off the hill, and yeah, you land right at the bottom. And yeah, Meatball Saucy, hell yeah, dude. And he's right. He loves me some good donation causes.
Yep.
Significant donations. Yeah, dude. This is really they raise a ton of money. Like I'm talking not hundreds, not thousands, millions. Like by the end of this stream, I guarantee you it's probably, I want to say it might hit 2 mil. Like these guys hit a great amount, and it's for a great cause. It's an awesome stream. great people out there. Highly recommend it, man. Highly recommend it.
All right, let me go ahead and get this on the screen because somehow I'm going to, you guys don't know this, but behind the scenes, usually I type up some outline and stuff for our show, some ideas what we want to talk about. That never happened this week. And somehow we are still at 90 minutes. So good on us.
Yeah, what? We always talk about like, oh man, our show's gonna last like 30 minutes. We have nothing. And look at us.
It's you guys.
Well, we love you all,
I
man.
mean,
It's the chat, dude. It's a great time. I love it.
all right, but I promised you guys a giveaway, even though you didn't come for the giveaway, but you're gonna, I do have a goodie bag. So let me go ahead and put this full screen. This is the game we're giving away today. It is Fury Unleashed. I will let that start running. I may even go ahead and let the audio play.
Exterminating bosses. Saving the world. All of that thanks to my creator. And now he is losing his faith in me.
All right, before I play that anymore, let me go ahead and get there we go. Let me get our giveaway going. And since this is called Fury Unleashed, we are going to, let me see, share this tab instead. We're going to go ahead and do hashtag Fury. So I'm going to start collecting comments. Just do hashtag Fury starting now in the chat. And Ritual Dello says his money is on Shane because he's been winning. So we will see. And by the way, wait till you see my amiibo wall, Feral Inferno. Just going to say.
Yeah, you got to give it up for him. It's a nice wall.
All right, guys, start getting those hashtag Furies in there. I'm showing 5 so far. Shotgun Sean went with my favorite, hashtag Furry. I know exactly what Twitter accounts he's following now.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'm going to go ahead and give us 90 seconds on this.
Keep them coming, guys.
Amiibo Wars. I used to play a lot of Amiibo Wars in Smash Bros. So let's get that off the screen and go back to watching our Fury Unleashed. Let's see. Play.
I have to find out why and prove him wrong. I will fall,
but also rise again. Stronger every time. I will adapt to the world changing around me.
I mean, the name of this game studio is Awesome Games Studio. Hello. But I'm definitely seeing a lot
music.
Of,
Is that music in the actual
I don't
game?
know if that's actually
really
in game. I do own this, so I can check it out. Apparently, this has been on like everything in the world. So, but
like that looks really cool.
I'm trying to think. The little comic book thing we're seeing there reminds me of another game I've seen. Oh God, it's a brawling game. What is it called? I don't have it. Let's see. What does this thing think it's like? It doesn't say. It just thinks I would like it because I own it. All right, my timer is up. I will stop sharing this and go back to here. We have 11 entries. Nice. So let's go ahead and have a drawing. I'm going to go one last time. Anybody? Last time. I'm going to go for 10 more seconds. If you have not put an entry, hashtag Fury.
Do it.
Go ahead and do it. You can only do one entry. And let's go ahead. I've got 1 second left on the clock. Boom. There we go.
Wow, that's a blast from the past. Vader Comic Zone. Damn. I remember lifting that flip up, man, at Toys R Us, being like, that's a great game. Carl, woo!
Is this rigged?
Has to be.
Awesome, I swear you guys saw that was literally we had a 12th entry in there too. That was like last minute. So Carl O, I'm pretty darn sure I've got your email on speed dial. So I will go ahead and shoot you the code here later tonight.
Good stuff.
But now this is karma coming back because I think the first show that Carl O was with us, what did he do?
Yo, he gave us a game, man. He
he
gave us
gave us
the
pinball
tables.
cones. Yeah, he
Yeah.
gave us the Grinch or the Dr. Seuss pack
Yep.
of tables. So I can't
Thanks,
think
man.
of
We appreciate you for
anybody
that.
else to better to win. All right, man. Well, congratulations, Carl O. We've hit all the topics that we did not write down, but we did hit them all. So I don't know. What are we doing next week, Sean? You were teasing some VR stuff, and
Hey, man, I
you
was
showed me some like a first person shooter that almost kind of looked like a Castle Wolfenstein kind of feel. That was
well,
in
that
there
was
with
that
Nerf
was
guns.
that was Compound, and
Yep.
I'm finally finding a way how to record on the Oculus 2 footage of what I'm playing in, and in VR chat how to take screenshots, take it from that, put it on the PC. So honestly, man, maybe next week we could do a VR show. I could show you guys some awesome VR spaces that I've been in, some awesome VR games. So it's a great time for me, man, and I hope it's a great time for all of you. Hopefully you all are interested in that. If you
Now,
want
now, now,
to see that.
here's something I just thought of. Can we do the show in VR?
There's honestly a good possibility. I mean, there could be an avatar of me on the show here. I can see that happening. Yeah.
I mean, it would look really weird
Let's test it out.
It would
Let's
look
test
really
it out.
weird for you and I to have our headsets on, and so we're not seeing the screen. We would be in this room with everybody else. But I mean, I don't think it'd be a YouTube thing. It would just be like a VR chat thing, maybe, or something.
Yep. That's a possibility. I could test that out, dude. Now these comments before we go. This was pretty. This was interesting. A Jackbox randomly. Jackbox is fun, man. If you want to, maybe not even during this show, but
No, we can do a gaming night.
Maybe a gaming night. I mean, that's a lot of fun. I've done that on Twitch before. There's a lot of great Jackbox games where people can join right on their phone.
Mm-hmm.
You've played it before, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of good games you can play on that, man. So I'm up for that. If you want to do that one night, let's get some people together and have a game night. Let's have a live game night. Now, Wolfenstein, yes, Compound. Check out Compound.
I'm sharing it right now. This is not the VR version. This is just on Steam.
Oh, there it is. Yep. Now that's the game I've been playing, guys. That's the one I was talking about before, and it's really cool. Like it's wild too how you reload your guns. There's a lot of guns to choose from. It's badass. I'm hooked. I definitely recommend this, and it's overwhelmingly positive. As
wow, there's a demo for free to try.
Nice.
In case you were interested in, you could try it here.
Definitely check out the demo
on Steam, and then go find out how to play that in VR. The guy was that I watched the video on you shared with me. It was just awesome. That blood splatter in the face. Man. He was like, "Whoa, dude, that just made me jump back." Yeah, this definitely gives me a Wolfenstein kind of vibe.
It's fun. It's
terms
very
of,
fun. I told you, I seen the footage of it. I told you guys in Discord, I'm going to check this out, and I did. And it's
sorry, it is VR only. Sorry, you cannot try it here then go VR. It's VR only. So, and you told me there's a way for me to go ahead and put my Quest 2 onto Steam.
Yeah, I played this. I played this on my.
So it was from Quest Steam. 2. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you just need to have the cable connected. And what do you do? Do you use that like virtual Windows kind of application?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I did. Well, what I did, I side quested it onto there. So I did that. Do you have SideQuest?
I'm familiar with that. I don't have it.
You guys, check that out. There's a lot of free games on SideQuest. It gets updated every day. So highly recommend. And you can install SideQuest right onto the Oculus 2 now, which is really cool. So definitely check that out because there's free games all the time.
All right. Now, well, if you guys want a game night, we are more than up for that.
I'm up for that, dude.
So,
Especially Jackbox. Like Jackbox, we actually play at work, which is fun. Like at the end of the day, we'll be like, hey, let's play a half hour of Murder Party, or let's play like, there's tons of games. Jackbox has tons of games, and
yeah,
they're all fun.
and we could do that as a whole show. I mean, I remember being on
If you
Super Game
want,
Room
yeah.
Dudes one night when
Let's
all we
do
did
it.
was we played Mario Kart. One Friday night, instead of Super Game Room Dudes doing a show,
People are liking that.
we just
so
literally sat back and played Mario Kart. So, guys, go ahead and leave a comment on this video
definitely.
and let us know, hey, I want a game night, and we will go ahead and get
Let's
something
do
set
it.
up, and that'll be our
I'm up
whole
for it, man.
show
Definitely,
for
100%.
one night. we'll just hit the highlights really fast, the
People
hellos,
want
the
game night.
formalities, and we will do game night. So
Definitely.
more than happy to do something like that. I'll see about how the Jackbox would work or what else we could do. There's got to be a couple other like that.
That'd be funny.
Mario Kart was a blast when we did it on Super Game Room, dudes. I don't know how many of us have Nintendo Switches. I think.
Hey, I'll upgrade. I don't have the what is that, the expansion pass, but hey, if people want to play, I'll upgrade.
All right, guys. Well, we are an hour and 42 in. We have talked our butts off. I don't even know how many chats you guys have given us.
We appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I was last week's show when I looked at the stats afterwards. It was the most you guys have talked on a show at any given time, and totally loved that. So that's what we're here for.
Man. It's all about you guys.
So, guys, thanks for joining us. Go ahead and give us the outro here, Sean.
Hey, I'll definitely do that. So give us a like on your way out, man. If you enjoy the content, subscribe so you'll be notified when new content arrives or when we go live. Join us on Discord. It should be in the link, correct? Scott, should be in the link there to join the Discord.
It isn't. I'll go ahead and add it in
Yes.
Afterwards.
Please do. And one of the things I want to add that I haven't said in a long time, how about we block Console Fanboy? Just want to say that out there. But have a great week, everyone. We will see you next week on That Gaming Show. Thanks for joining.
All right, guys. See you later.